there, friends. Hello. Oh, I'm getting distracted by sales on Steam. I don't know if any of y'all keep up with, where are my words? I don't know if any of y'all keep up with, gosh, what was I gonna say? Oh my god. Baldur's Gate. But there's gonna be a huge new update coming soon. Super psyched about it. Oh, stretch. I also have merch now. What the hell? Very exciting stuff. I should have eaten beforehand, but that's fine. Do, do, do. I fixed it. That was scary. I'm over here yapping and y'all can't even fucking hear me. So I did. I muted myself.
Oh,
It's going out. It's going so well. It's going so well. This is not scuffed at all. What's a scuffed stream? I've never heard of it. What?
oh, not pertaining to you. So sorry. I don't know where my wallet is.
It's on the floor. That's the last I saw it. But I was trying to make it so that y'all could see when somebody redeemed like oh my god, what I'm blanking. Oh my god. Channel points. Because I feel like that's a little fun thing to notice. What am I doing?
I will leave notes in the vent next to your room. But which vent?
Ah, a crew. So I just wanted it to be what?
Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard.
Oh, ugh. It didn't work. I'm in sing mode.
Oh no! Sing mode.
I know, I really wish it worked. But alas, it didn't. Last I saw your wallet, it was on the floor.
Guys, I have to leave, and I don't know where my wallet
But
is.
I don't know where it is anymore. I got an achievement for that.
What, for singing?
Yes.
Slay.
Oh no, Sleepy Foxy ate it. They're very, very sorry. You're gonna have to wait a few days for it to come out the other end.
I know you're hungry, but like, was that really necessary?
The wallet was
On a
crunchy.
holiday? On a holiday, bro? Could have at
Sleepy,
least waited until Black Friday.
Sleepy Foxy's Canadian.
Oh. Imagine it's October. On a holiday?
I don't know where the vents are. That's so nasty. Why you drying your socks there? We have dry cleaning.
Well, that's a little spooky.
Yeah. I wish I had like a flashlight or something.
I wish I had my wallet.
Very sorry, very devastating about that wallet of yours.
I'm gonna be late.
I can't see anything in there.
How the fuck do you want me to move that shit? I'm so excited for Christmas.
My wallet.
Your wallet. Event. Among Us.
Among Us.
A clue.
Can't open these without a screwdriver.
What the fuck? Where am a screwdriver. Probably where these tools are. Right?
I might be able to find a screwdriver in the janitor's closet.
Right, the janitor's closet. I knew that for sure. It's time for me to sing some more. Oops. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Where the fuck is the janitor's closet? I thought it was on the ground floor. Is it not on the ground floor?
Maybe Sleepy Fox ate it.
Walking the stairs seems dangerous. What if the elevator breaks down again?
I appreciate it, Sleepy Foxy.
Oh, sorry. I dropped
Keeping
my deodorant.
things interesting. Don't drop your deodorant, you'll end up stinky.
Oh no!
What?
Look at my deodorant.
You broke your deodorant!
It's on the floor. Oh no!
You got deodorant on the floor. What the fuck?
But on the clown painting.
Not on the clown painting. That's very true. We should be thankful for a clean smelling floor.
I'm thankful for a clean smelling floor, but not so thankful for broken deodorant.
I think I have my non-special deodorant somewhere. Let's read this.
Highest priority, huh? That means Eugene's probably working in Bernard's office right now.
Eugene Bernard tells me that there is a...
Alarm.
We're gonna finish the singing in this, okay, guys? Eugene Bernard tells me there is a cold draft coming from his window, and it's turning his office into a freezer. Fixing this should be your highest priority today. Linda. Thank you.
Sounds like Eugene asked Bernard to stop opposing the construction of the new psychiatric hospital. And
Dear you.
Bernard
Oh,
was
okay.
Bernard.
Dear Eugene, I was unaware of your daughter's condition. I can only imagine how difficult this must be for you and your wife. But do not worry. You only have to look at my brother to see how rotten apples grow even in the best of families. As for your request, I am afraid that I am unable to grant it. Mr. Weston is both a good friend of mine and a benefactor of Clarington. It would be inappropriate for me to oppose him. Also, considering his great influence in this city, I have no doubt he will manage to prevent the hospital's construction no matter what. Thank you for understanding, Bernard Leduc. And a bunch of fish show up. Yeah. Fish attack! It's like that scene in Shrek the Third. Ah! A bunch of fucking birds. Oh, that's the wrong button. Shop owners against new mental hospital. A group of downtown Montreal businessmen and shop owners met with Mayor Sarto Foreigner last week to air their grievances concerning the city. Oh, I already read this. This is France. I think. Is this not France?
Eugene,
I'd be fucked
no idea.
if I've been over here being like, this is France, and it's just Canada. Oh, I think that might be what happened.
What?
I think this. I'm not anymore that this isn't.
In Quebec?
I was like, this is French game.
Oh, Montreal.
Yeah.
Well, you are American.
I'm just keeping the stereotype up, guys. Dear Eugene, a friend of mine has heard from her hairdresser, who's heard from her sister-in-law, who works in as a secretary to the mayor, that the city plans on building a new mental hospital next to the Clarendon. Imagine! Denise could get the care she needs while staying close to home. Oh, it's almost too good to be true. I don't dare get my hopes up, but still, I'll keep my ear to the ground and keep you posted as soon as we have more news. Warm wishes, Joyce. Oh. Oh. I'm just over here like, oh, it's French. It's not French.
Huh. This must be Eugene with his daughter. He looks like a caring father.
I just throw away his picture of his daughter.
Shoot, no screwdriver. What's life without a little challenge?
Well, that's not a screwdriver.
I see, I even knew this. But I didn't... I was like, oh yeah.
I've never seen two people more suited for each other. I hope that Eugene's a pro at fixing the fuse box whenever there's a power outage.
I don't think I should be messing with things in here. And like, I knew that too. I was like... Oh, you know what? That's true. You know what? I think it's definitely fair that I heard French and was like, oh, France. But I also know better, you know? Oh! So I know you said you like life with a challenge. Sophia, is that your name? Yeah, I think so. I know you said you like a challenge, Sophia, but I'm a little silly goofy sometimes. I thought we were in France. I need your help.
Eugene must be down in Bernard's office.
Oh!
I should go ask him for a screwdriver.
Thanks, Sophia. Some of the reviews on this game were like, I don't like when Sophia tells me every few minutes what I need to do, but this bitch right here, this bitch in the top right corner of your screen, likes that. Enjoys that very much. You too, Sleepy Foxy. You too. I speak French.
It's, Miss Bellevent, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Oh, right.
I'm off to
You're
eat
the
some
one who
turkey.
took last week off, aren't you?
Alright, give me 2 seconds to say goodbye, because my girlfriend's not going to be home for American Stuff Your Face with Turkey Day. Alright. Alright, my friends. We are back.
You had to take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
I understand, sir.
What are you doing here anyway? Are you on break?
No. I'm just getting a screwdriver.
A screwdriver? What for?
Loose vent.
Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it?
Yes. You're right.
Then leave the repairs to him.
Okay.
At the store I work at, we get a lot of Spanish-speaking customers, and I always feel so bad.
Don't you look mischievous. Hey, Bean. If you're planning to give Bernard a good scare, sign me up.
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Oh, I see.
Eugene?
That's ominous.
Well, you'd better go and take a look.
She's
I'll
like,
stand guard by the elevator and make some noise if I see Bernard coming.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick.
but I use Spanish dictionary, the website, because my Spanish teacher in high school recommended using that over Google Translate, and I feel so I can hold please draw a picture, which I don't even need. I can hold a conversation. Like when I worked at a shoe store, I could hold a conversation and understand what they needed. But the type of store that I work at now, it's very difficult because it's literally, it's like, it's not everyday items. They're like, so I guess like the best way to put it without like exposing too much of my personal life would be like health items, like luxury health items. And so it's like, this is not stuff that like people talk about every day. And so I was like, I didn't learn this in Spanish class. People who do know. I told, so like, whenever somebody asks me what kind of store I work at, because I'm, in real life, I'm a private person as well, to some extent.
This does not look like a nice brotherly check-in. I had no idea things were this bad between Bernard and Raymond.
But whenever somebody asks, I just say I work at a health and wellness store, because it's true, I do. But then, like, they're like, oh, where at? And I name the city. They're like, oh, where at? And then I name the street. And I'm just like, I don't say the name of it. Because I feel like, I don't know. It's just silly. Dear brother, I thank you for your invaluable input. But I need to remind you the terms, need I remind you the terms of our agreement? I did my part. I got you out of jail, and I have ensured that news of your deviant ways would not leak. Now, I expect you to keep your side of the bargain and stay out of my way. You are not in charge of the hotel anymore. I have worked relentlessly the last 2 years to return the Clarington to its former glory. A great challenge considering the poor state you left it in. I'm glad Father never got to see how you so shamelessly destroyed his great legacy. As for me, I will be dead too before I listen to a single word of advice from you. You ask I lower our prices, but I can tell you, I plan on doing just the opposite. My guess will only be la creme de la creme. Your deviant friends can find themselves another place for their sinful debaucheries. Enjoy your retirement. It's so real. Like, damn, bro. I wish I could look at what kind of alcohol that was.
Kinda wish I worked here when Raymond was in charge. Sounds like the hotel was very different back then.
The Clarington Hotel changes hands. Raymond DeLuc retired yesterday after more than 20 years at the helm of the Clarington Hotel, he located in downtown Montreal. Founded by Leduc's father, Fernand, in 1921, the hotel was one of Montreal's most respected establishments until the Great Depression and Fernand Leduc's death in 1929. Ever since, guests have noticed a drop in the hotel standards. My wife and I used to stay at the Clarington every year for our anniversary, said Mr. Grayson, who first visited the hotel in 1925. We've stopped coming 2 or 3 years ago because of all the unsavory characters hanging around. My wife was quite afraid. Despite Raymond DeLuc's retirement, the establishment will remain in the Leduc family, and his brother Bernard is now taking over the reins after many years as the hotel's concierge. Interviewed in the lobby, Mr. Leduc promised great changes would come for the Clarington.
Well, just look at these distinguished gentlemen. And a young Bernard.
Snoop, 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 Snoop. What's that? Oh, fuck. I always do the wrong button. Mr. Leduc. I don't know how to say his last name. My employer has made the following requests. To avoid unwanted attention, his identity should remain a secret to both guests and staff. His temperature in room 602 should be kept at exactly 22 degrees Celsius. His dogs should be fed at the very best roast beef. His room should be cleaned every day at 11:30 a.m. on the dot. Eggs should be banned from his room service orders. Oh, he has beef with some eggs. He'll scramble them up. No one should disturb him between the hours of 4 and 5 p.m. More requests shall follow once my employer takes possession of his room. Thank you. No, I don't want to throw that away. Oh.
Proposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous.
Dear Mr. Weston, I would like to thank you again for agreeing to this partnership between the Clarington Hotel and the Weston's department store. Creme, which means cream of the crop or best of the best. Hell yeah! I love fun stuff like that. I really wish that because I feel, my big thing is I feel like I don't necessarily always have the time to learn a language, and it sucks because I would love, like, ASL especially, like Balsamic, knows ASL, she took it for years, and so she she signs quite well, and I'll be on the phone, and she'll be mouthing something and signing something at me to be like, oh, ask this person this, or what about this, like, clarify this, and I'm like, I have to mute and go, girl, I don't know what you're saying to me. And I feel so bad. But I love that she knows sign language. That's one of the languages that I would love to learn. Some water. Okay. Thanks to your generous help, renovations are well underway and the hotel has never looked better. You should come visit soon when your busy schedule allows it, of course. Crossed out. On another note, it has come to my attention that you have formed a group of local businessmen to oppose the construction of the new mental hospital. After working so hard to elevate the Clarington standards, I cannot allow a band of cuckoos, wow, to move in my backyard. Should you accept, it would be an honor and a privilege to join your fight. Cordially, cross out, yours sincerely, Bernard Leduc. Enjoy the cold, you cold-hearted prick. What the fuck?
So, I take it the open window was not an accident. Can't say I blame you, Eugene. Aha! Let's get you to that vent.
Let's get you to that vent, screwdriver.
With this blizzard, Bernard's office will be a skating rink by the end of the day. Best to avoid that.
Well, I found what I came here for. I found what I came here for. I was like, that's not... What?
Ew. Is this Linda's?
There's a whole ass bra in a drawer. Bras probably got really expensive over the years. Do you guys think that they used to be this expensive? Say expensive. Check on room 602. Ask Eugene to fix radiator. Call Weston's office. Apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Drake for Valentine's ball mishap. Speak with contractor about cost overruns. Call Weston's office again. Decide winner for Employee of the Month reward. I was... Oh gosh. Could you imagine if things like, cuz I know like Toy Story did it and then Sausage Party did it. Could you imagine if the things that we interacted with, the way we interact with like them, like screwdrivers and such, were sentient? That would be kind of horrifying. Is there anything else I can do? Snooping, snooping, snooping. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll just leave.
No, it's not.
I came by here not too long ago, and Andrew was already covering for you.
That's because I was in the ladies' room.
That's no excuse to...
It's my time of the month. You're married, aren't you? So you know how it is. I have to go more often, and sometimes I stain the furniture, and don't get me started on all the...
That's enough details. Miss Bellevit, what were you doing in my office?
I was simply closing the door. Someone left it ajar.
Huh. Must have been Eugene. Well, don't you have work to do?
Yes, sir.
Then get to it. Mr. Drake has asked to see you.
Again? God, he just can't get enough of me, can he?
Just indulge him. Apologize one more time for Friday's missing.
That's so
Do what
real.
needs to be done. We cannot afford to lose such loyal guests.
Okay, fine. That was a close one.
Yeah. I had a few cold sweats. But at least I found what I was looking for.
The screwdriver.
Well, if you need me, I'll be attending to the whims and worries of our entitled client guests. Don't be a stranger.
Yes? Oh. That's fair. I can also turn up the game if need be. Okay, so I'm going back upstairs. Oh! Yeah, what was I doing? I was doing something the other day. And I needed to, have the volume. I didn't want to have my volume all the way up, but I was editing a video for school. And, I was having the most trouble with the volume portion of it, because I had to do a voiceover, and then, so I had to do a voiceover, and I had to do, I had to add music, and then it was like a cooking video. It's not a culinary class.
I
It's
guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew.
Ew. Oh. That's not what I'm doing. But, oh god, what was I talking about? Did I take my ADHD meds today? Yes, I did. Okay, so there you are. There was a voiceover, music, and it was like a cooking video for this. It's a class like editing media and shit, and I was trying to make it so that like you could hear the chops in like a satisfying way, and that the music wasn't too loud and the voiceover wasn't like overwhelming. But that's a lot of things to juggle in terms of audio. So it was a little... Yeah, this is my left stick. Yeah, there we go. Yes, audio mixing. It's... RT, move up. Oh, that's a weird way to move it. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Where's my paper? Okay. This is annoying. Okay, so... Little dash. Is that the little dash? Yeah. That's N. And then... A is 2. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I'm really glad that the person I had, like, actually responded this time, because, the person that I had for peer review for fucking ever was someone who was in a different country, which is totally fine, you know, it's, but when it got obnoxious, it was because, like, he just straight up wasn't responding. I thought about doing that too, but at that point, and it's gonna be finals coming up, bleh, but I just kind of wanted to be done, and balsamic was my little model for, yeah, I figured that'd be enough, for the video, and she was so nervous. She was like, okay, I do have the birth control part. Birth control, it's BC, so I was like, birth control. And then what's for I? Okay, I'm so glad that I wrote everything down, because holy shit. I don't think I have... M-U-R-D-E-R. So it's gonna be D. Which makes sense. Okay. And then that one is T. 3 is E. Do I have 8? Yes, it's W. And then the little dash is M. That's H. Shocker. This one's B, if you'll believe it. I don't have the little... I think that one is probably going to be P. Yeah, it's P. Okay, yeah, I found it earlier. Okay. And then... I mean, this is obviously got to be a G. So I should go the other way. Is what I was gonna say. Of course. Where is my thing at? There we go. This is gonna be a Y.
Meet me tonight in
There
my
we go.
room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
I'm really glad I wrote everything down. Holy shit, because it took me forever to find all of it.
Clarendon Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hello, B. Anything new to report?
It's so cute that she calls her Bean. That's very sweet.
I found another message written in secret code.
What does it say?
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Michael? Who's that? Another husband?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Let me check the logbook. There's was Michael, staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh, Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
Could Marcella?
Yes?
No, never mind.
Hmm.
So, what's next?
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
Hang on. You've got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Thanks,
But
Belle.
some people
I'll call
just
you
don't
back.
like answering the phone. Like if, I don't know, if my hotel rang, then I think I would probably not answer. If they ring again, I would answer. But should I screw these back into the vent? I guess I can't. The vent's open forever now. Yeah, just because somebody doesn't answer the phone doesn't mean that they're not in there. It was smart of her to change the thing, but oh my god, for real. Oh. What if somebody's like pooping in here or something? So I don't want to clean anything because then they'll know I was here. Oh, matches.
He's all but outright threatening you. Oh, I hope you can stay as far away from him as possible.
I just met with your damn lawyer. You've got some balls to accuse me of all of that. As if you were so irreproachable yourself. Do you think I don't know where you spend your nights? But worst of all is that you won't let me see my son. You won't even tell me where he is. If you think you have a chance to get custody, you really don't know me well. I won't let you take Michael away from me. I'd have no idea, but it looks very scary.
Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont.
Oh, that must be the couple in the other room, huh? What's that? Come on. Oh, it's lipstick. Yeah, so I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna leave everything where I left it.
Mr. Cruz, huh? Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean?
So I think they were probably right. I think, because room 505 has all these times written down. She might be getting evidence. A woman was here. More than one. Okay. Well. I like that I can't open drawers if I'm in front of them. How long are you planning on staying here that you bring this picture?
You almost look like Marcella.
There's some cereal.
Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you.
Dad, I'm sorry, but Mom asked me not to tell you the name of our hotel. She allowed me to talk about our room, though. We have little beds, a radio, and even a television. Mom let me build a fort, and the maid brought us extra blankets. She's really nice. The hotel is nice, too, but I miss home. I miss Mom. I wish Mom and you could be happy, and I wish everything could go back to the way it was before, but Mom says it's impossible. She says she no longer loves you. Do you think she'll ever stop loving me, too? Oh, sweet boy. Oh, it's not you.
So you were eager to set up a meeting, but didn't want anyone noticing.
I hope you are well in spite of the circumstances. We've been on the train for 2 days now. It's a long ride, made even longer by the fact I cannot wait to see you again. We are scheduled to arrive in Montreal on the eve of Valentine's Day. I booked room 509, a marital suite. When we arrive, please refrain from talking to me until we can figure out a safe way to see each other. Say hello to Michael for me. So, okay, so I don't know about 505 then. So 505 seems just like a I don't know, maybe a stalker. And then it seems like maybe they are like Mr. Cruz and this chick are together. To Anne Bursey, subject Michael's withdrawal from school. Dear Miss Bursey, we have successfully processed your request to withdraw your son, Michael Bursey, from his school schedule and system under the agreement that you will continue his education from home. Following this letter, you will receive a list of books and school materials you will need to purchase in order to follow the curriculum at home. A social worker will be in touch to help you understand our milestones so that your son can benefit from our programs from the comfort of his home. Thank you for thinking of your son's education. Education.
Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. Aha! Keys are Snoop's best friend.
That's cute.
Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged.
Dear Anne, you were right. I miss the snow already. It's so hot right now in Texas. It's quite a shock after the cool weather of Montreal. My family has never seen snow before, and I could not find the words to tell them how beautiful it is. They don't understand what they are missing. I wish I could build my brothers a snowman like the one we built together a few weeks ago. I know it's childish, but I had not had that much fun in years. Christmas was exhausting. 9 days of eating, singing, dancing. It's great fun. But I'm glad it's over so I can rest a little. Of course, celebrations will resume for New Year, but it gives me a few days to relax. How are things with your family? I know you don't get along well, but I hope you are still able to have a good time. I will leave for Montreal on the 8th. I cannot wait to be back. I miss finding black cat hairs all over my clothes. I miss our late night studying session at Harry's. I even miss Sister Miller's classes, if you can believe it. See you soon. Warm wishes. No name.
So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh.
Amen, sister. Dear Anne, I have met with Lewis and he has asked me to give you the enclosed letter. I think I should reiterate that some of your accusations such as wife abuse are not grounds for divorce in Quebec. Fuck off. I understand you are hurt, but I do not think antagonizing your husband is very wise at the moment. Do not forget to be in court at 11 a.m. on the 20th. Be on time. Also, a friendly reminder that my fees for January need to be paid before the end of this month. I'm happy to help you out, but I cannot work pro bono on this. I don't fuck with wife abusers. Adam or Eve. Wow.
I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere?
I don't know. Did you? I didn't. You want to tell me where you saw it? No, I don't want to clean. And she'll know.
Those few coins in my tip jar were getting pretty lonely. They'll appreciate the company.
She just took our money! Oh wait, there was something back there. Oh, I guess not.
That look in your eyes. What does it mean? And who's this from?
You don't need to know my name, but you've seen me. I recognize that look in your eyes when you checked in. You and I don't need to make a fuss about this. You keep your wits about you and I'll do the same.
Aw, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you.
Oh! Dear Sophie, thank you so much for taking care of our room every day and bringing us extra sheets. Michael and I wanted to give you a little something before we left. Oh, so she didn't just, like, take the money. It was... Well, I feel like I should put it back still, because... The winds in the leaves that day made a sound that sounded like really, Anne? So real. The winds in the leaves that day made the tree whistle, a soft melody that came to my ear. I remember every part of this day, for it was the day we met. Jesus, this is bad. I was looking for my cat when I heard the sound of the leaves blowing in the wind, like a melody to my ear on this summer day when I met you. Well, that's cute. So I have no idea where this other key would be. Did I read this already? I did. Maybe it's in here somewhere. Oh, I love the sounds. Satisfying. Not in here. What the fuck? I checked these already. There's nothing in here except for a pair of gloves. Did I check the other drawers? Yes, I checked this one. I don't remember. I think I checked the other one too. Yeah, I guess I did. What the hell? So the key was there. Where would the other key be? It would make sense for it to be on another surface. But that doesn't mean it will be. No? No. Well, that's a bummer. Ah! Yeah. No. Oh, okay. I guess that works. That's fine. What the hell? I guess I'll check the... Maybe I'll check the bathroom. I don't know why someone would have a key in the bathroom, but we also don't know why the toilet looks like that. So, I don't know. Okay. I already looked at that. I don't want to clean any of this because then they'll know I was here. That's such a cute little boat. Oh, oh, that's beautiful. My engagement ring is coming soon. I'm excited. What the hell? I already looked at that. I guess I'll open this again. Ah! What the fuck? Google, help me! Don't I see something in the way back there? Or am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy. The only thing I can think of is the garbage. But I don't want to throw away the garbage. Oh! This letter has been sent to you and has been around the world 3 times. The one who breaks the chain will have bad luck. Mr. Smith received the letter in 1953, made 33 copies and sent them. 3 days later, he won the lottery. Mr. Jones received it in 1956, made 33 copies of them. 3 days later, he discovered an old treasure in his backyard. Mr. Williams received the letter and burned it. His wife and 3 kids died in a fire that very night. Mr. Green forgot the letter in a drawer and lost his job. When he found the letter again, he got a better job than before. In no case should the chain be broken. Make 33 copies and send them. You'll experience the great joy within 3 days. So that's what they did before those email chains. Which are fucking obnoxious, by the way. Especially if someone's, like, super anxious about stuff like that. I feel like it's, like, just mean, in a sense, you know? Well, it's mean if you know the person's anxious about it. If it's, like, harmless fun, and you're like, hee hee, and you don't know this person's anxious about it, then, you know, you don't know what you don't know, you know? Or you don't know. Okay, I'm just trying to see. Okay! Well... It's fine. I might need to Google this. I don't know where the fuck the other key is. Okay, I'm Googling it. This bed we made. No, 507. 507, not 509. 507. We have no... Oh, it's not time for ads. Ignore her. It's not time for ads. She lies. We just had an ad like 30 minutes ago. Okay. $5.05. Okay, well, I guess, should I clean the room then? Because, you know what? And that's what we'll do. We're just gonna clean the room. 'Cause I already started it. Oh god, that's terrible. Okay. I love this game. I was literally thinking about this game all week and how excited I was to play it. I'll just clean the room while I'm at it. What are you doing in there? I'm cleaning the room.
I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile.
Okay. I guess that's a clean towel then.
The key looks so familiar. What? Another day? Another dirty dish to pick up. Oh, I left the clean towels on my cart.
Clean towel. Stock them up. I was so excited to play this game though. Okay. Cool. Is there anything else that I need to clean? I don't think so. Because the rest of it's their stuff. Really. Okay. 505. Where are you, 505? There you are, 505. It was like 8 something a.m., wasn't it?
Ah, there you are. With Marcella. God knows where she is.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean, I've been meaning to speak with you.
So I did miss something.
About what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like I was on the right track, because he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot.
Oh?
Wanna guess what it is?
Affair?
Bingo.
Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like Mr. Cruz was accusing Mr. Morgan of having an affair with his wife. Wouldn't have expected Mrs. Cruz to fall for a man like Morgan, but I guess the heart wants what the heart wants.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something going on here.
I think Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont might be the ones having the affair.
That's an interesting theory. Did you find any clues that might support this?
Nothing concrete. I mean, I did find a letter that suggests they may have gone to college together, but they could just as well be good friends, right?
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
I guess we'd know for sure if we could have a look at that chest, but I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, hold on. I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and maybe I can do something about that pesky chest.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you down.
Shit. Close that. Close that. Okay.
plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here.
Thanks, Sophie. What the fuck is that sound? Oh, it's a clock. I should place the screwdriver in his things. Right? I think so. Maybe not. It's not here. So I don't. I guess it could be downstairs. Look, I love how her hair does a little bounce, 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 bounce. Very nice. Very satisfying. Okay.
With the renovations, there has to be plaster somewhere.
Oh God. Okay.
I should grab some before going down.
Okay. It's loud. Oh, plaster.
This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs?
Yes, you little Snoopy McSnooperson. Who? Oh, ah! Ugh. Rebecca, the VIP guest in room 602 is getting on my nerves. He keeps ordering food that's not on the menu. We don't usually do special orders. But Bernard was adamant that we make all of his wishes come true. Do I look like a goddamn genie? That's not even the worst of it, though. Every night he barges in the kitchen as if he was at home, asking for a meal for his precious little terriers. Who feeds dogs $4 roast beef? Can't even afford $4 roast beef for myself.
So you do have a stash of candles. But where is it?
Rebecca, the kitchen is out of power. Again, I can barely see a thing. Bernard wants us to continue working, but I'm not risking chopping off my fingers for that blowhard. Didn't you start hoarding candles since the last power outage? I remember you saying you never wanted to be caught in a dark basement again. Where's your stash? Urgent. Please. Beth.
Are you looking to buy land? I know you grew up on a farm. Maybe you're looking to get back to nature? Didn't I find one of these in Anne's room, too? The White Cat must be a popular spot. Wait, is this you, Beth? What on earth led to this picture being taken?
Slay, girl. Okay. So, probably the kitchen. I heard them arguing. I'm gonna check the break room. 'Cause I should have my own fucking keys. There we go. Where was I sitting? Ah.
Gotta hold on to these tight.
I believe you.
Whoa, what? Oh, she's probably storming out somewhere.
People don't usually leave these unlocked. Sophie, you're forgetting what you came here for.
Oh.
The candles. Better try to find them before Beth gets here.
Maintenance. I assumed they would be in the kitchen or something. But oh, well, is the kitchen in here? Oh, no, not... I meant the break room. Okay, well, let's take a look, see. To whoever keeps stealing my lunch, I want my Tupperwares back. Damn, that sucks. It's your job to report when others don't do theirs. Okay. Wow. Bobby, you realize it's the person with the lowest score who wins, right? To all employees, it's come to my attention that several guests have complained about a member of our staff going through their belongings, and their absence. This has to stop now. Anyone with information regarding the situation should come to my office as soon as possible. I want the person behind this swiftly identified and reprimanded. Should no one come forward within the week, punitive measures will be taken against all of you. Ruh-roh.
Don't worry, gossiper. I'm coming back to you. I still haven't learned Olive Creed. This is probably Beth's latest project. It's really cool how she has an eye for this kind of thing. I don't always get fashion, but these are fun to look at. And half the pages haven't been cut out.
Have you heard there's a famous movie director staying in 602? Yes, I was there when he checked in. I don't know who he is, but he must be really important because Bernard was almost licking his boots. He even let that man bring his dolls into the hotel. Is he shooting a picture in the Montreal? I heard he's here on a scout, but I'm not sure what that means. Maybe he's making a picture on Boy Scouts. Do you think he'll shoot in the hotel? I hope he does. Imagine we could meet famous actors like James Dean. Let's hope the director has supernatural powers because Dean is very much dead. What? James Dean is dead?
Maybe Bobby took some candles from Rebecca already.
Good point. I get lost.
Bobby has some of Rebecca's candles. Maybe he kept them in his locker.
Okay, Rebecca, Rachel, Sophie, Agatha, Beth, Victoria, Nicole, Zoe, Carol, Janine, Wendy, Suzanne, Yvette. Okay. Anthony, Jock, Bobby, right in front of my fucking face.
No candles, but this looks like the laundry room.
What's... Oh, it's a hat. I already forgot. What? Ah.
Got a candle. Now, what next?
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this. Okay, to start, we need to pour the wax from the pot. Have you done this before? You're a real pro.
Thanks.
Now, time to put the... Let's give it a few seconds, so the mold really takes form. Okay, I think you can remove it. Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold.
Very nice.
All right. Now we wait for it to dry.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
Indeed. But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side.
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
Like drawing?
Oh, God, no. I once drew a dress that everyone mistook for a birthday hat. I never drew again after that. What about you? Haven't I seen you drawing in that journal of yours?
Yeah, I doodle a little.
Hey, you should show me one day. I'd love to see your art.
Okay, but promise not to laugh.
What? I never, ever do that. I know I make fun of pretty much everything, but not people's art. That's their soul. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Thanks.
What do you like to draw anyway?
It's kind of silly, but I've started working on this little comic in which I imagine my life as a celebrity.
A celebrity?
Yeah. I've always found the lives of famous people so fascinating, you know? And I kind of envy them sometimes. All the drama, the excitement.
Yeah, because we're really lacking in drama and excitement today.
Well, today's the exception.
I'm sure there's something else in your life that excites you.
Well, I do like sailing.
Excuse me? You sail? On a boat?
I used to, with my grandpa. But when he died, we had to sell the boat to pay off his debts.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to go with you.
Maybe it'd be possible to borrow a boat for a day. I think one of Grandpa's friends still has his.
Really? That would be great. I just love trying new things.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, look. I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence, if he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
No problem.
Okay, so we cleaned those up, so there's no evidence. Beautiful eyelashes. What am I doing?
Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break. Oh, shoot.
Oh, fuck!
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
In Atlanta, I noticed yours was pretty worn down, so I decided to buy you a new one. I hope you like it. And since you enjoy them so much, here's a little puzzle to figure out the combination. 2 5-letter words are the key, both related to our history. Alternative names. Take you back. From the first one, take the first 2. From the last one, take the last 2. I hope you get better. Try to rest today. I'll bring you hot soup after class.
Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
The Postman Always Rings Twice is playing at Lowe's Theater tonight. It's based on a novel I read a while back. I'm sure you would love it, seeing as you like crime stories and murderers so much. Nothing creepy about that. Will you come with me? All I do is look at your lips and imagine kissing you. Aww. Dear Anne, I just heard that Doris Day on the radio, and it made me think of you. I know how much you love Sentimental Journey. Counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Last time I was in Texas, it felt like coming home. Now, strangely, I feel away from home. I wish you were here with me. I always feel at home in your arms. I can hardly believe it's been 5 weeks since we last saw each other. Sometimes I wonder if I might be going crazy. You are always in my head. Everything reminds me of you. Not only songs on the radio, but silly things, like the flowers in our garden that smell of your shampoo. Or when people say the word darling, and I can hear you say it with your lovely French accent. Darling. My family seems to have noticed my odd behavior, but I, of course, cannot tell them about you. Even though I wish I could. I feel like climbing on the roof of the tallest building in Austin and shouting my feelings for you at the top of my lungs. God, I sound like a giddy teenager in love for the very first time. Maybe I am. Sometimes I'm scared that all of this time with you was nothing but a dream too good to be true. I'm afraid that when I return to Montreal, I will realize you never existed, or if you do exist, you don't remember me. I wish I had a picture of the two of us, so I would know that I would know for sure it was real. I long for your embrace and the taste of your sweet lips. I love you. Oh. Dear Anne, I'm sorry it took me so long to answer your last letter. Has it been 6 months already since I left Montreal? As you always say, le temps passe si vite. My parents are glad I am done with my studies. They always thought it was a strange idea for me to go to university. Now they want me to find a husband and have children like any other woman. I think I will. These past few months, I've had a lot of time to reflect on our relationship. You know my feelings for you, and I hope you never forget how much I love you. But we cannot hide our heads in the sand any longer. We were lucky our story lasted as long as it did, and foolish to think it would last forever. Our love is forbidden, and hiding it from my family is proving more and more difficult every day. You will always have a special place in my heart, but I believe it is time for us to go our separate ways. You made me feel like a teenager. You made everything but the present disappear. Now I need to be an adult and think about the future.
Damn it. It's stuck. Damn it.
How do I get it unstuck?
Damn it. It's stuck.
Shit.
That riddle's a toughie. Maybe I need a fresh pair of eyes on it. There's no shame in asking for help, Sophie. 2 heads are better than 1, especially when dealing with riddles.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth. Got a minute?
For you, always Bean.
Aww.
I opened the chest in room 507.
You did? Damn, I have to admit I didn't really believe in our little plaster key, but way to go.
Yeah, well, the key did...
If it does, we can always flee the country.
Aww.
I hear Mykonos is quite nice this time of the year. So, spill it. What's in the chest?
A riddle.
A riddle?
I think it was written by Mrs. Beaumont for Mrs. Cruz. And I think the answer will give me the combination for a case I found in room 509. I could use your help with it, though.
Oh, God, I hate riddles. Well, let's hear it. Which part is causing you trouble?
Unlike my
White.
favorite bar, this one was black.
God.
Do you know what this could mean?
You said Mrs. Beaumont wrote the riddle, right?
Yeah, but I have no idea what her favorite
White.
bar is.
I think I do.
Really? How?
That's a story for another time.
I think it's a gay bar.
But if I had to bet, I'd put my money on the white cat.
The white cat. I think I get it.
Well, that wasn't too hard, was it?
No, it
Is
wasn't.
there anything else?
Here's another one. Her alliterative name will surely take you back.
Alliterative what now? Andrew, you're a nerd. What's alliterative?
Hey, just because I read books doesn't mean I know everything.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's a series of words that start with the same sound or letters.
Thank you, darling. Did you get that, Bean?
Yeah, I did.
Don't really know.
But that could mean a lot of things. I'm not sure where to look.
Yeah, me neither.
Tell her to look for a name and surname that both start with the same letter. Maybe it's someone famous, like a writer or a singer.
Huh. You got that?
That's a good
Yes.
idea.
Thank him for me.
Will do. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm just glad I could be of some help. Call me after you've opened that case.
You know I will. Bridget Boswell. Didn't I see that name somewhere earlier?
Okay, so I wrote it down. I'm gonna go back to room 505. Because I'm pretty sure that's where we had seen this. That's not room 505. How is he connected to all of this, though? There we go. Yep. That's what I thought. So it's the first two, and then the last two. Ah!
No combination, no entry.
Okay. So, white. Could it be LL? Ah. And then the white cat. So I do think it's Boswell. Let me look again. Or, wait. Like my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. From the first one, take the first two. From the last one, take the last two. So, is it not the white cat? Could it be just... I don't know, because there's no C. P-N-B-A-L-N-E-G-P... No. Margot? No. No, I'm still a little confused.
No combination, no entry.
Okay, back to 507, I guess. Her oh my god, oh god, whatever. Whatever. Oh. Mount Royal College, Montreal. Okay, we're gonna look at the other clues. White cat. Da. Sister Miller. Greta. Greta! Greta was... Okay, so her cat was black, named Greta. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay. So unlike our favorite bard, this one was black. So Greta. Her alliterative name will surely bring you back. Mill. No. Well, we will try it. I'm pretty sure it's the author. Am I gonna? Yeah, I'm going the right way. I'm pretty sure it's the author, and then it has to be her cat, Greta. And I know that I'm a person. Is that an A or an R? There we go. So I think it's Greta. Is it not Boswell? Her alliterative name. Well. What was... So Adam or Eve? Bridget Boswell. Rose. I don't know. I think it's kind of a long shot. So there's not an S in here. No, there's not. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. Like my favorite bar, this one was black, so Greta, her alliterative name will surely take you back. Sister Miller. Doris Day. Doris Day. Yes! I did that. What's that thing? Where like you have your fist in the air and you go, yeah! Oh!
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
Fuck! Dear Marcella, or should I say Bridget, you know I prefer a good old crime story, but last week I came upon a romance novel with an intriguing title, and they were roommates. I bought it on impulse at a train station and read it from cover to cover during the journey. Can you imagine my surprise when I recognized our story? Oh, you may have changed the names and locations, but all of our moments are there. Our endless discussions in the dorm room, our first date at the theater, our trip to Quebec City. You often said writers are thieves, but I never fully understood that until now. It's been almost 10 years since I received your last letter. The letter that painted our relationship as nothing more than a summer fling. At first, I could not believe you had written those words. Then, I waited in vain for your answer, and had to accept your love for me had never been real. For many years, I was broken-hearted, angry, confused. I questioned the nature of our feelings, of our attraction, and made many wrong decisions. But this book, your book, am I foolish to think it's proof you really loved me? In any case, I hope you are well, and I'm happy to see you accomplished your dream of becoming a writer.
Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice.
I didn't expect you to reply to my letter, but I'm happy to see I was wrong. Your words have comforted me in a time of great distress. If only Lewis was half the man you say Hector is. He has quite a temper and hits me frequently. I'm willing to put up with it as long as he doesn't hurt Michael, but there are some days when it becomes almost unbearable. The other day I dreamt of our first date. We were watching The Postman Only Rings Twice again, but suddenly we were in the movie. You were Lana Turner and I was John Garfield, and we were both plotting to kill my husband. I hate to admit it, but I almost hope it was premonitory. To answer your question, I do still have our box. My brother is currently in Atlanta for work, and I was thinking of going to see him with Michael next month. If you're able to meet me there, we could open the box together and laugh about the silly things we thought important all those years ago. I hope to hear from you soon. P.S. Do you remember that secret language we invented so Sister Miller couldn't understand the notes we passed during her class? I still do.
I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed.
Thank you for sending me a signed version of your latest novel. I think it's your greatest work yet. But I do have a few comments to help make the next one even better. First, I believe Rose should be more concerned with what she deserves than what her husband deserves. He may not deserve the pain she will cause by leaving him, but they both deserve to be happy. And they won't be as long as they remain together. As long as she doesn't listen to her own needs. Also, I think it would be great if your next novel ended on a more positive note. Imagine if Rose left her husband and rode into the sunset with Eve. Imagine if they went to New York or Los Angeles, someplace where people like us are tolerated. Imagine if they got their happy ending. It would be the best story ever. I hope you'll consider it. P.S. I know you say invisibility protects us, but don't you just wish to be seen sometimes? Wouldn't you like people to know you are Bridget Boswell, to recognize you on the street, to recognize your work? Why not publish your next novel under your own name?
Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary. But all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
I left the house. I left Louis. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live a double life? To hide your work and your novels from your husband? I had so much less to hide, and yet... Michael and I are staying at the Clarington Hotel until we find a place to stay and the divorce is done. I don't know how long that will take. Could you come and see me in Montreal? I really need you by my side right now. P.S. I wouldn't put past Louis to scour every hotel guest book in the region looking for me under his surname, so I registered under the name Beaumont.
There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet. After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
Dear Marcella, although you don't know me, I think I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Your novels have literally changed my life. After the war, I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric hospital because of panic attacks. None of the treatments were working, and I wasn't getting any better. I became friends with one of the nurses who started lending me books so I could pass the time. I didn't really like the first ones, but when I picked up Bridget Boswell's first novel, your novel, I had never read such a beautiful love story. It almost brought tears to my eyes. I immediately urged the nurse to get me more of your books. Believe it or not, the more I read them, the less panic attacks I had. The doctors thought it was their new medication finally working, but I knew the truth. Your novels gave me the courage to get in contact with Lindsay, a friend from the war. I'd always felt for him the same way your characters feel for each other. I had never dared telling him. Now I have, thanks to you. The thought of seeing him again is what motivated me to get better. And leave the hospital. I hope to hear back from him soon. After my discharge, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I discovered Bridget was a pseudonym, so tracking you down took longer than I thought. Fortunately, I'm a very patient and resourceful man, and I never give up. Do you think we can meet? I have so much more to tell you. Paul. Aw.
I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to.
Thank you for answering my letter. I realize how unsettling it must have been for you. Please forgive me for tricking your editor into giving me your address. I know I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to thank you as well for your encouraging words concerning Lindsay. I still haven't heard from him, but I'm starting to feel I might have the wrong address. I wish I could take a train to Virginia, but that's not an option right now as I can barely pay the rent. I guess I'll have to find a job. As a kid, I dreamt of being an actor, a Hollywood star. I know it's a foolish dream, but what else can I do? What am I good at? I've tried getting some odd jobs already, but employers turn me down as soon as they learn that I've spent the last 10 years of my life. If it continues like this, I'll probably end up on the street like so many of my army buddies. I'm even telling you all of this. After reading your books and getting to know you through them, I tend to forget that I'm only a stranger to you. I hope you don't mind. You seemed like a good listener, quote unquote, and I've been feeling rather lonely ever since I left the hospital. Anyway, please tell me more of your life. And do not hesitate to write long letters. I must have read your previous one 1,000 times already.
an advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for?
I just received from a letter from Lindsay's mother. She tells me he's dead. Words cannot even begin to describe how empty I feel. He died 2 years ago before I even sent my first letter. He will never know my feelings for him, and I will never know if he could have loved me back. I guess I should have known this would end in pain, just like your novels. I wish I had Lindsay's ability to find beauty everywhere, even during the war, amidst death and chaos. He would marvel at the forests of Germany, at the sun, the birds. He loved birds so much. He could identify them just by listening to their song. I have to admit, your proposition took me by surprise. I was hesitant to leave home at first. I was afraid to miss Lindsay's answer. But now there's nothing keeping me here. I'm desperate for anything that will help me forget the pain, but I don't have enough money to make it to Texas. Do you think you could give me advance on my salary? In spite of everything, I'm excited to finally meet you. So, definitely hired or something.
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
I wonder what's in it.
We could open it.
I mean, that's kinda illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, too late. I've always known I would end up in prison one day.
So?
It's 3 train tickets, and, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
Oh.
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
I think Marcella hired him. I found some letters Paul wrote to her. He said that her proposition took him by surprise, and that he'd need an advance on his salary.
What did she hire him for? To investigate her own affair?
I'm not sure. I didn't find the letter he was replying to.
And why did he have those pictures of you anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
And I threw away all of the
Well, it feels
pictures.
a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
What about you? Who is Beth Lambert when no one's looking?
I like to think that with me, what you see is what you get. But maybe an extra Snoopy super sleuth could uncover a few more layers. Maybe ones I didn't even know I had.
Challenge accepted.
Ooh.
Come see me when your shift ends, alright? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
Cute.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
I don't think I should throw that away.
Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is.
Trying to make sure everything is where I left it.
No combination, no entry.
Okay. They said they wanted new sheets though, right? What? Ruh-roh, Raggy. Oh, fuck.
Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him? Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting that guest's unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we do not divulge a guest's personal information regardless of that guest's behavior. As I'm sure you will understand, we are very concerned with our guest's privacy, and our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should that guest bother you again. Head. So I'm guessing I can't make a phone call. Okay. Well, I should still finish my maid duties, right? Oh.
This can wait.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't take. Can I take the stairs? Okay. This is spooky. There we go, that's better. This is spooky. What the fuck?
Should I hold on to this, maybe?
Maybe.
Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
Montreal's much bigger than I had expected. Big cities always make me feel lonely. And that feeling was only exacerbated this morning by the fact that everyone around me was speaking a language I could not understand. I bought an English-French dictionary at the train station, but I don't think I'll need it after all. English speakers seem more common in the downtown area. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter in the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today's Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past weeks has been a great distraction, but it still hurts every time I think about him. I'd hoped the pain would have gone by now.
So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us.
And today I wanted to follow Marcella and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking a cab, and that's when I realized I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my victory medal instead. It was hard letting it go after so many years, and yet it also felt strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign that I shouldn't be holding on to the past so much. To fight boredom until Marcella and Hector's return, I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seemed like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join the conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning the 5th floor, seems to share my interest for other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her.
Paul was hiding out, right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
Who's sneaking out of their room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since my first night at the hotel. So tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera's at the ready, and there's been no movement for at least 3 hours, and I'm fighting not to fall asleep. No need for milk tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella's right. Maybe it's time to let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So, Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
I woke around 9:30 a.m. then realized I'd fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go back to my room when I heard the guest from 507 come to sit on one of the chairs close by. She's been there ever since, and I don't dare leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guesting room from 507 around 9:45. Apparently, she told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and he's now convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest from 507, I learned her name is Anne, has just said she might have an idea on how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it will become. It will be when I do come out. Maybe I should.
Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel.
Oh, fuck, and then I just threw all of this shit away. Dear Paul, I am sorry to hear you're in such a dire situation. You seem to possess a lot of useful skills. It's a shame employers cannot see past your medical history, but don't despair. I've been writing novels for almost 8 years now. Sorry. My publisher takes most of the sales revenue, but I was able to collect a substantial sum of money over the years. Now I'd like to use that money to hire you. I'm getting tired of romance novels, and I'm thinking of branching out into crime fiction. As a sort of research, I would like you to follow me around town and take notes of my comings and goings. I'm aware this is a very unusual job, but considering you were able to track me down, I believe you'd make a great private detective. In addition to your salary, I would cover all work-related expenses, and you, of course, would be able to read the manuscript once it's finished.
Paul really got into his role.
I hope spying on me isn't proving too exhausting. You've really inspired me so far, and I've already had tons of ideas. The trench coats you bought were a nice touch. You look straight out of a film noir. I also noticed you started smoking. It's probably another way for you to get into character, but maybe that's pushing it a little too far. You know best, of course, but don't pick up drinking next. At this rate, I should be able to start writing in 2 or 3 weeks. Thanks again for your help.
He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
Paul, why did you follow me to Montreal? As I already told you, I do not require your services anymore. I am starting to worry you are taking your role a bit too seriously. You are not a real detective. You have to let it go. I'm gonna place that on the ground.
These look like Marcella's pearls. What happened here? A, B, and Beaumont.
Oh. Why can't I open? This is scary.
I have to get the power back on.
Oh.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. I don't think there's anything here that would help me. Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box?
I don't know.
Maybe an ice pick could pry open the fuse box.
That makes sense. Thanks, Sophie. I would not have gotten that. Although that makes sense. walking along a long hallway. It's a long hallway. Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
It's too big. That worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back. Eugene, what I would give to have you with me right now.
If there's a power outage and
We'll have to make do.
If there's a power outage and I'm busy preventing another part of this hotel from collapsing, here's what to do. Check the fuse box plan required for amperage of each socket. Remove all blown fuses from the sockets. Blown fuses are usually blackened. Screw in new fuses to the sockets. Flick bake lever to restore power.
How did this end up here?
Oh! Mm. I don't know.
How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses. Yes, this is what I need.
So it was A. Oh, I'm confused. How do I know the ampage? Shit. How am I supposed to know what's what? Which one's 15? Oh, okay. So 15 would be type A. And then 30 would be type G. And then 20 would be type S. Okay. Those are the three that I can change. So 30 is G, 20 is S, and 15 is A. Ah, I was making that too complicated in my head again. How do I close? Okay.
No answer. Beth must be busy trying to restore the power in the lobby.
I can't really take the elevator.
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby. Call the police.
You can't call the police from the rooms? It feels like kind of a safety hazard. How do you want me to get down, babes?
I knew blocking the stairs would be a bad idea.
Okay. That's great. I love that for me. Love that for me.
Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back.
Oh, well then I should finish my cleaning duties, right? Oh, cute. Okay, so I made this room. Clean the toilet. Can I take the towel off? Guess not. Okay.
Hello? Is anyone in? Hello? I need help.
That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. Oh, cute. Dear my beloved Leanne, much as I would love to spend Valentine's Day with a woman who's about to become my Mrs. Hubert, I'll happily make do with a lifetime of Valentine's Day awaiting us. Enjoy your week in Montreal. I'll be eagerly waiting your return and our start of our new life together. Love, Gregory. Yes, don't let Simone rope you into something crazy. Tell her I need my bride back in one piece. Oh! Sorry for the mess, so you make a bigger mess. Okay. We're good on towels, in the toilet. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Okay. Already was in 507. Okay. Okay. Okay, well. I did my duty. I don't think there's much else I can do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh man. Man, oh man. That sucks.
Beth? Where is everyone? Anybody down here?
This is creepy. I should mop that. Or not. It's creepy. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, there we go.
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
That sucks. That blows. Ow.
Why does the VIP want to meet with Paul? Maybe he fell for his role-playing and wants to hire him as a private investigator. Bernard really wants Paul out of the hotel.
Discard our previous instructions. Our prestigious guest has expressed the desire to meet the guest from room 505. I cannot fathom what such an illustrious man wants from such a freak, but if you see him, please direct him towards my office. I have heard more reports on the guest from room 505 and his strange behavior, following people around, spying on guests, etc. As you're all aware, we have a very prestigious guest in room 602. I would hate for his stay at our distinguished establishment to be tarnished because of some other undesirable guests. Inform the guest in 505 that he must vacate his room as soon as possible. Invent an excuse if you have to. Also note that from now on, our if you can pay, you can stay policy no longer applies. Guests who do not fit the hotel's new elevated standards should be denied a room.
So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their... Is this the brochure Beth was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne?
Interesting.
Oh, hey you. Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? B, you're not scared of the dark, are you?
I didn't put back the letter.
Is everything okay?
Shit.
Found Mr. Cruz. Hector,
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
you don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Oh, merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint. Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
What about Paul? He and Hector were caught fighting.
The cops will want to talk to you. Know what you've seen. You need to be careful about what you tell them. If word of Anne and Marcella's affair gets out, they may put a label on them that will really hurt them. It might not even matter in the end if they did it or not.
I think I know what you mean. It's easier to put the blame on people who are different from you, even if you're wrong.
I'm glad you can see that. It makes the world a little safer to have people like you in it.
Oh.
You know, I was barely 20 when I was shoved into a police car for just hanging out with people who made me feel like I wasn't so messed up after all.
What? Where did that happen?
At the White Cat. It's supposed to be a safe space, but it gets raided by cops every now and then. I know Anne was caught at least once too.
Wait, you know her?
Yeah, that's how I knew the answer to the riddle. I've never talked to her, but I've seen her a few times. Marcella and her, they're just like me.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you. I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
Very cute.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
That's... that's great. The police is here. Just be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Wasn't there just an ad? Why is there another ad?
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy,
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now.
I don't know why there was
I don't
an
want
ad.
to be
I'm
here all
sorry,
night, and
folks.
I'm sure you don't either.
Ow.
No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors. So I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up.
No
So,
problem.
What did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick. So I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I just assumed. What with all the blood. It just didn't look like an accident, you know?
I see. Would you say you're an observant person, Miss Roy?
I think I would, yes.
Good. Then maybe you can help me fill in a few details about this case.
I'll do my best.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcela Cruz. Apparently she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
I don't really know anything. She just looks like a loving, caring wife.
Really? That's odd, because we learned a lot about Mrs. Cruz when we went through her room. And let's just say that loving, caring wife are not the first words that would come to mind.
Oh?
She's a lesbian, involved in some sordid affair with a guest from room 507, Mrs. Beaumont.
Oh.
Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, you know, intimate.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
I don't know what take a stand means.
What are you trying to imply? That Mrs. Cruz killed her husband because she hates men?
I've seen it before from lesbians.
Oh, this has nothing to do with hate. It's about love. Not that you'd understand.
Oh, and you think you do? Then please, enlighten me.
She's brave enough to be with the one she loves. That doesn't make her a criminal. That doesn't mean she killed her husband.
I'm starting to worry you may be one of them, Miss Roy, since you're so eager to defend
And
these
I worry
deviants.
about your ability to do your job, Detective, since you seem to be such a—
Enough! One more word, just one more word, and you'll be spending the rest of your night in a cell. Now get the hell out of here. I've had enough of you.
Shit, I should have thrown away the stuff in there. I didn't think to.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good— The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to?
Then where do I go? Oh.
It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. I had planned to give this month's Employee of the Month title to Wendy, but since she's no longer with us, I'm thinking of giving it to you instead.
Really?
You should know it comes with the responsibility of being a glowing example for other staff members to follow. Is this something you believe you can do?
Would it come with a reward?
I see you're a pragmatist. Yes, it would.
Okay. Then I'll do it.
Good. I expect you to be here on Monday, first thing in the morning. There's a lot of work to be done before the reopening. That'll be all.
Shit.
Hey.
Hey.
What a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
He offered me the Employee of the Month title.
Good for you, Bean.
Aww.
Shame I won't get to be there when you receive your reward.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault.
I know, but it's so unfair that I get rewarded while you lose your job.
Don't feel bad about it. You deserve it more than I do.
Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel. So, I may have lost my cool.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants. he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. Maybe it's time I become my own Bernard. Minus the fascism, of course.
Of course.
I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, you know, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar, instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No.
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
It's very sweet.
Can I?
Kiss me.
Aww.
I thought you'd never ask.
Precious. Look at them, they're so cute.
That was...
I know.
They're adorable.
I've been thinking about Anne and Marcella a lot.
Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what they went through. How they had to lie and pretend. Day after day. How they had to live someone else's life for 10 years before they could finally be with each other. I don't think I could do that.
I don't blame you.
I have good news for you, Bean. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere. And it will get here, eventually. One day, all the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It
Me
will
too.
be.
It's sad that it's not 100% true still. That was a fantastic game. Oh, I loved playing that. I loved playing this, I should say. That's terrible. Oh. Oh, shit. I got that worst possible ending, huh? That was a delightful game. Positively delightful. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I hope everybody also enjoyed the game. That was that was fantastic. So there's a lot of So there was a lot that I missed, it looks like. So I probably won't play this game on stream again, but... Oh, god damn you! What the fuck? It's supposed to be like that? So I probably won't play this game on stream again, but I'll definitely play it again, in general, just because I really enjoyed it. Oh my god, bro. Okay. But I really enjoyed it, quite a bit. And so now I'm gonna have to find a game for next week, and I have no, oh, well, okay, well, I should explain that next week, won't be the usual 12 p.m. stream. I know it wasn't this week, and then it's not going to be next week, but I have to work, I have to help out, bleh. Because I guess I'm, you know, a good employee or whatever. But I do want to play another game. I want to play another game. But I do want to figure out what game to play. Maybe I'll ask for some suggestions. Other than that, a reminder again that I have my own merch. Let me... really fast. Plug that again. Otherwise, have a great day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. Stay hydrated, stay kind to yourself, and stay kind to others. Have a great rest of your day. Eat yummy food. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye!